You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Welcome to Truth and Logic, the weekly talk show that uses logic to explain the truth.
And the truth shall set you free!
Here's Deron Montgomery, David Cross, and Michelle Daniels.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. You're listening to Talk Zone Radio. This is Truth and Logic with Deron, David, and Michelle. Well, Deron's not here today, but this is Michelle.
This is David.
All right. And it's 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and depending on where you are in the world, you can adjust that accordingly. We'd like to thank you for listening and welcome to our weekly open forum to discuss current events and social issues. We are live, people, and the phone lines are open. Call, talk to us today. We could use a third host. Maybe our super fan will call in. But we can be reached at 888-GO-FOR-IT. That's 888-463-6748. And today's topic, the topic today is about Harriett Tubman being on our $20 bill.
The $20 question.
What you think, David? What you think's going to happen with that?
Okay, first off, let me explain to this. Initially, I don't care. I didn't care.
You could care less who on the $20 bill?
Exactly. I care who's on any bill. As long as when I put my money down, I get the product that I'm purchasing.
Hey.
I don't care. You can put Mickey Mouse on it. But people wanted to go off.
Yeah.
You had some, people always say I'm talking about black people. Well, I guess today is white people turn.
Oh, God, here we go.
Because,
the thoughts and views, I'll say this for me and Deron today, the thoughts and views of David are of David and not of all of us as a whole.
Well,
go ahead, David.
Well, my problem, okay, we have some of the messages that I'm saying are sickening. And if you have a weak stomach, this is perfect time to go get some coffee or whatever.
Use the bathroom.
One person said, I can't believe the fucking baby raping Jews are going to put this worthless shit, nigger, she baboon on our money and take off President Jackson. Another person said, Harriett Tubman, a nigger on U.S. currency. It would surprise me, except then I remember that our money is printed by scheming Jews. Another person, why are they putting Tubman on a bill no nigger would ever afford?
Wow.
And I mean, you could go on and on.
That's crazy. See, for me, my issue is with it is, okay, good and well, you could put her on the bill. No problem. I really don't care. That some people feel, I think that some people feel that it's going to change something. We got a black president. President Barack Obama. Did that change people from being racist? No. Will putting her on a $20 bill, $5 bill, $2 bill, as Mr. Ben Carson says, why don't you just put her on a $2 bill?
First off, okay.
Is that going to change people's thoughts and perspectives on people of color? No.
Ben Carson, they need to put a muzzle on him because the more he talks, I swear I thought that Barack Obama signed the Emancipation Proclamation because I swear when he talk, I wonder if we still slaves. Oh God, you better not have no education because Ben Carson sounds completely stupid.
Oh,
and
my God.
I swear, for him to have as much money as he does, go back to school, take up English 101.
Right.
But no, it won't change. It won't change anything. My thing is this: if you want somebody to know about Harriett Tubman legacy or any other person legacy, that's where you have books, movies, and stuff, so people can actually see what they've done. Putting her on a bill doesn't change anything.
Yeah,
you just have a lot of people that's upset. I seen one meme. They had the 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. and they named off everybody that's on the bill.
Right.
And in the meme, it said, should we keep presidents on the bill?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I saw the meme, I figured the person must have been completely stupid because every bill does not have a president on it.
Right.
You know, I mean, last time I looked, $100 bill, that's not a president. But people love to say dead presidents. Let's get that out of our terminology because the $100 bill is not a president.
I don't know.
And for the people that don't know, you got to do some research.
Oh. People are, and then, I mean, you have the people that are excited. Oh, this is such a great thing in history. And for me, it's just like, okay. I don't feel either way. It's not going to change anything. Her being on a $20 bill is not going to stop you from killing, your own people. It's not going to stop people from being racist against another race. It's not going to stop. It's not going to wake people up. I saw another one. It was along the lines of the stuff you were mentioning. We already have, a nigger president. We don't need a nigger female on our bill. I guess I'll be using 5s and 10s. Really?
I seen that too.
Really?
And you know what? Like I said, I really don't care. But because some of the racist idiots stepped out and they make that comment, now I want a black person on every bill.
You want a black person on every bill?
Yeah, on every bill.
Now, I'm glad that you said that because I was looking some information up, and they say that not only are they trying to change, put Harriett Tubman on the $20 bill, that the $5 and the $10 bill will change as well. I heard something to the notion of Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and some other people. I really am curious to know who decided this. Who decided to say, hey, let's change the face of our money? Why? Who decided that? Why wasn't that like let's get, the nation to vote? Who said, okay, you know what? I think it's a great idea.
Somebody that wanted to be relevant.
You think so?
Yeah. Just like anything else. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's not like we sitting up here with a $20 bill as a picture on our wall.
Right.
If we get a $20 bill, we're either going to put it in the bank or we're going to spend it.
True.
So you're not going to sit up here and ooh and ah about $20 bill. Just like when they change how the all these bills look with the bigger faces, and they look better or whatever the case may be. But you're going to spend it. It's not like you're going to keep it as a keepsake. And if you decide you want to keep it as a keepsake, hey, just give it to me.
And then, of course, people got jokes. I saw something the other day, which to me, in my personal opinion, it wasn't funny. But they had Prince's face on some money. I'm just like, this man just passed away, really?
Well, I saw one that had, instead of the $20 bill, turned into the $19.99.
Yeah, what, really?
But I'm a big Prince. People that don't know, I'm a big Prince fan.
I know. When you get in that purple Cadillac.
I don't know. You might see me next week with purple hair.
Oh man. Yeah, we just had, a legend of music passed away, rest in peace. To Prince. And that's besides the fact, but $20 bill, people are really like excited or they're really racist. Here's another story I came upon. Now I don't know how true this is, but it's from TMZ World News. Are you ready for this one?
Oh hell.
60 KKK members
I've seen
commit suicide after learning Harriett Tubman will be on the $20 bill. Are you serious?
I think it's fake. I tried to do a little research.
Do you think it's fake?
I tried to do some research and I didn't see anything else. I'm pretty sure that would have probably hit the news. I don't know.
Because, it does say TMZ World News. It may not be,
Yeah. trust me, people. Truth and logic. We not just because it's on the internet don't mean that it's real.
That's true.
We try to do a little backstory. If anybody knows any validity to it, please call, let us know.
Right.
But I really and truly think that's a false story.
Let me read this to you. It says the mass suicide took place in Charleston, South Carolina, where they all took cyanide together after praying. The bodies are all of white males between the ages of 40 and 65. They feel like the blacks and the Jewish folks have stolen America. And since they can't have their country back, they decided to leave permanently in a mass suicide. They left a suicide note. And it reads, first, they put a nigger in the White House, and now a nigger bitch is going to be on our money. We decided we just can't live in this world anymore, and we're going home to Jesus. We ask anyone who feels like we do to come and join us. There is plenty room up in heaven.
Well, anybody that believes in the Bible, they say suicide is wrong.
Right.
Which, okay, I have a question about that. I know it's a little off subject.
That's fine. And, we usually do this.
hopefully, Pastor Quinn call in, because I know suicide is wrong.
Right.
And when I was in the service, it was a big debate about suicide. 9/11. So now if you're in this building and you can potentially burn to death or you can jump
right
from 50, 60 stories above to your death, which is suicide.
Right.
Is that wrong? Because if on one hand you say suicide, from what I've heard is they say people say if you commit suicide, you can go to jail. And Dave just put up here, our research showed that it's a fake story. TMZ World News is not a real site.
Oh, well, thank you.
Kudos, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
But
well, hey, that was wrong.
If you, because they say if you commit suicide, you instantly going to hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people believe. But now, if you are in a situation to where you could burn to death or pretty much commit suicide, do that still hold true?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know either. Because, I mean, burning to death is one of the worst ways to die.
Yeah. Ooh. So, burning to death.
But we're going to go and pay a little bills, and got another story of probably one of the worst ways to die, too. 3 young girls. So
Check it
truth
out when
and
we
logic,
come back.
y'all.
Are you in need of quality audio engineering at a price that you can afford? Well, look no further than 8 Shots Music, where we bring the studio to you. Whether you're a voiceover talent, singer, rapper, or whether you're recording audio for audiobooks, we bring everything you need straight to you. Check us out today at www.8shotsmusic.com or call us at 773-948-9296. 8 Shots Music, your music anywhere.
Do you like originality? Do you like affordability? Then you'll love the Lost and Found Boutique. Original urban gear at an affordable price. The Lost and Found Boutique. Like them on Facebook. Or check them out online at The Lost and Found Boutique at BigCartel.com. That is www.thelostandfoundboutique.bigcartel.com. The Lost and Found Boutique. Dare to be different and discover what you've been missing.
Lost and found.
Attention all civilians.
You're listening to TalkZone.com.
Internet Talk Radio.
TalkZone.com.
I want the truth! Back to David, Duran, and Michelle for more Truth and Logic.
We're fighters for truth, justice, and the American way.
Welcome back, people, to Truth and Logic. Give us a call at 888-GO-FOR-IT. That's 888-463-6748. And you said you wanted to talk about 3 little girls.
Well, before we get into that, I want to try to start a new segment to the show.
Uh-oh.
It's I'm not gonna call it little known Black History facts. It's probably Black History facts that you probably didn't know about.
Okay.
And the first person I'm going to talk about, since we do have a novice here, is a novice. A man named William W. Brown, born in 1815 to 1884.
Mm-hmm.
He is regarded by many as one, if not the first, African American novelist. He escaped the Missouri era and slavery in 1834 to relocate to Lake Erie vicinity of Canada. Brown became a scholar of writing, but channeled much of his employment activity on the Lake Erie steamer into assisting other fugitive slaves who sought refuge in Canada. He wrote narrative of William Wells Brown, a fugitive slave, in 1847. His first major work, the novel Clotel, followed in 1852, and the drama The Douche-Face in 1854. Brown visited England in 1849 to address Britain's anti-slavery society. His book of travel, 3 Years in Europe, in 1855, chronicled his visit. Just a little Black History fact, you know. A lot of people think that I'm anti-Black, I guess, or
that's what the people are saying. You anti-Black?
I've been hearing that, you know. I've been hearing that I'm a coon, you know.
Oh boy.
You know, hey, coon stands for calling out obnoxious niggas. But,
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, that's what keeps them listening, obviously.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, but now let's get into this story. Story is about 3 black girls, 16, 15, 15. They stole a car. The guy whose car they stole is claiming that a friend asked him to give them a ride. Okay, that's bullshit.
So a friend
is asked this grown man to get these 3 black girls a ride, and they stole the car. Well, let's call it what it is. The friend was probably a pimp, if there even was a friend.
Mm-hmm.
The guy thought he was gonna get some ass from these 3 girls.
Oh boy.
This guy gave these girls a ride. They probably pretended to be little whores, or they were little whores, whatever the case may be, but they ended up stealing the car.
Okay.
These girls not only had the car the rest of that day, but they was caught joyriding with the car the next day. They drove into a cemetery thinking they was hitting the open road, and ended up driving into a pond. The 3 girls drowned. Now, the public is saying that the sheriff department should have jumped in the water to save these girls.
Okay, let me stop you right there. So they drove into a cemetery. Now they thought that they were driving along like a road to exit the cemetery.
No, supposedly they saying that they thought they was hitting the highway when they drove into the cemetery.
They thought they was hitting a highway. When ever did a cemetery look like a gateway onto the freeway, onto the highway?
Hold on.
Yeah, that don't sound right to me.
Something missing.
That don't sound right to me. That sounds a little bit confusing.
Something missing though. What's missing?
I don't know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
Okay.
Whew.
Now, first off, like I said, the story is bullshit, because there's no way in hell that a friend of mine is gonna have me drive 3 girls that's underage to wherever they supposed to go. Dude, stop the lie. You was trying to get some ass from these 3 girls. Now, the girls that took the car, they drove into a pond. People crying and upset, saying that the police should have jumped in the water to save these girls. But these girls should have known damn well that if you steal a car, things happen. This is not only that. Between the 3 girls, they have 7 different arrests for either burglary or grand theft auto.
Between all three of the girls?
Between all three. So this is not their
And they
first
only
run
15
in.
and 16? Jesus Lord.
So, but you had people, even when I posted on my Facebook page, people was telling me that, oh, well, these girls, they should have did more to save them. Okay. Now, the sheriff's department saying that the officers jumped in the water, they tried to save them, they couldn't. Mm-hmm. If it was me out there, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have jumped in the water. Because if anything we know about Florida have gators.
What part of Florida was this?
It was close to, I think, Miami. I have to look at the story.
I doubt it would have been an alligator in a pond in a cemetery.
That's 4 o'clock in the morning. When I woke up that morning, I was going to work to do my police job, not my scuba diver job. I reserved that for the weekend.
Oh my God.
So I'm just telling you, I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have jumped in the water. But what the bad thing about it is, everybody is talking about the sheriff's department's actions. Mm-hmm. What about the action of the girls? See, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. These stupid girls played a stupid game. These stupid girls won a stupid prize. And now their parting gift is their life. How about we try to nip this in the bud? Where were the parents at? Where were the parents at the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time, and the 7th time that these girls have been arrested for doing dumb shit?
It sounds like they ain't have nobody responsible for them, apparently.
But the problem is, everybody want to blame everybody else instead of putting the blame on where it should be. Your home training. I'm sorry. At some point, you got to start putting the blame on the home training instead of trying to put the blame outside the home. But now, I don't feel sorry for them girls. It's sad the way they died, but I don't feel sorry for them because the parents, because I guarantee you, y'all hear me today at 2:22, I guarantee you the parents are going to have a GoFundMe to try to make some money.
Come out the woodwork with a GoFundMe. Did they say anything about these girls' relatives, parents, so far when it pertains to this situation?
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. But now let's get back to the $20 question. I can't see. This is what irritates me with some of these white folks out here. See, it's easy to sit up here and call a black person a nigga and all these other words, all these nice little colorful words when online or when nobody's around, but they won't say it to their face. And I'm getting tired of people like that. Just like the clown.
You want them to be up front? You want to say what's on their mind?
I have more respect for you. I will have more respect. Like the guy from the Philadelphia Eagles, what did he say? He had a Kenny Chesney concert, and I beat any nigga ass here. What nigga is at a Kenny Chesney concert?
It could be some fans of Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, it would be real small.
It could be some fans out there.
The white fraternity, SAE, when they had their chant, there would never be another nigger SAE.
Yeah.
On the bus. You said it in front of none but white guys. Go into a black fraternity and say it. I'm not advocating violence, but if you're going to be that big and bold, be that big and bold around the people that you're trying to be big and bold about. I can sit up here and say, I'm at a Bulls game, I'm around a bunch of basketball players and say, I'll whoop any football player ass. Well, chances are there's no football players there. I'm just saying, let's make a little logic to this. This shit is crazy. If you're going to say it, be man or woman enough to say it in front of the people that you're saying it against. I will have more respect for you. But to sit up here and say it behind a computer screen, behind closed doors, when you probably got a fake account, so nobody can really track who you are.
A fake account.
And you a punk. You a punk.
Internet thugs.
Internet punks.
Ooh.
Internet punks. And I know they probably ain't listen to this show, but I hope it finds them some way.
We're internet radio, so maybe they're maybe.
Yeah, but if they talking about, because they use the word nigga so free and open.
Yeah.
You know, well, you know, they probably listen to me because they probably think I'm anti-black, so they probably listen to me.
Maybe.
Now we lost them as fans, but we don't need them as fans anyway. Matter of fact,
we do need them. As haters. That means they still listening.
People like that need to go steal a car driving a pond.
Oh boy. I don't even know what to say after that one.
But no, it's real easy to be tough. It's real easy to be thugs. It's real easy to be all this crazy shit behind a computer screen when people don't know who you are.
Right.
And then, but the
it's
sad
easy.
part,
It's easy to do bad and hard to do good.
But see, the sad part about it is the people that get caught doing this stuff, and you see them on TV and they crying, and all of a sudden it was a joke. Come on, dog. Really?
It was a joke. You guys can't take a joke. Speaking of what you just talked about people, I'm reading a tweet now. This is from the Huffington Post. Is that legit, Dave?
Huffington Post is kind of legit. Site.
Thank you, Dave, for the clarification. There's a guy.
Which Dave?
That Dave. Not you, Dave. It's a guy. He's on Twitter. He goes, I hope they put a smile on Harriett Tubman for the $20 bill. I don't like the change. Create a new bill for her, like the $3 bill. When the hell have you ever seen a $3 bill, number one? Number two, I don't think she was I think at the time anyway, when there were pictures back in the day, there wasn't nobody decided to smile until what year? Do you know that information?
I really don't know.
I looked at it before, but I can't remember when people started smiling in pictures. But even if people did start smiling at the time when the picture was taken of her, I don't really think she had a reason to really smile. When obviously some of the pictures that they've posted online of her face on a $20 bill is the same picture they used from when her face was on a warrant for her arrest.
Yeah.
To put her back into slavery, to catch her.
Like I said, it doesn't matter.
To make her enslaved once more.
All in all, it doesn't matter to me as long as when I put this bill in front of you and you give me my product. But I'm going to tell you this because
my thing is this. Regardless of how people are going to feel, racist, non-racist, whatever, it's still money.
Exactly.
You still gonna have to use it. That might have been the reason why whoever decided to make this decision to put her face on money was trying to maybe make that point. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. But my thing is this, see, because I'm about to find out who the true racist white folks are. Not all, because I'm not saying all white folks are racist. The racist one, because I'm gonna make sure I got 20.
Okay.
Now, when I go to your establishment, I'm going to pay with 20s.
Every time.
And if you don't accept it...
Face up.
Face up. And if you don't accept it, I know not to ever visit your establishment again.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious now to see how this is going to play out.
See, I'm one of those.
Because I don't use cash because people out here sticky fingers. I don't use cash.
I'm one of them people.
So
I like to call people bluff. Like I said, a small part of me wouldn't mind seeing Donald Trump win just to see if the people that say they're gonna lead the country.
What if they put his face on a bill?
As long as it do what it's supposed to do, and spin when I tell it to spin, I don't care.
Oh man!
I mean, you can put Bugs Bunny on the bill as long as when I got this bill, it spins. Let's call it what it is. Who's on? You know who's on the 50?
I was just talking with this about It's Ulysses S. Grant.
Okay, but most people don't know who's on what bill except the 1 and 100. Mm-hmm. 1 because of George Washington, 100 Benjamin Franklin. For the people that didn't guess what I was saying earlier, but a lot of people don't know who's on the $2 bill, the 5, the 10. Now they know the 20 because of the debate, and the 50. The $1,000 bill that was in circulation, nobody knew. The $1 million bill that they was actually had a concept for, nobody knew who's supposed to be on that. But while we ponder that, let's go on and pay some bills.
Yeah, think about it.
us the truth. That's what we need.
Truth and Logic. Back to Duran, David, and Michelle on TalkZone.com.
All right, Gil Scott-Heron said that the revolution will not be televised, but it's damn sure gonna be talked about today.
Ooh,
did I do that right,
shout out to
Did I do that right? But no, here's something that I just seen. It's on Wikipedia. It got a fake $3 bill distributed by the LGBT activists as a queer dollar for use in protesting policies of the Salvation Army.
What? I'm confused. I'm confused. What?
It's a fake $3 bill distributed by LGBT activists as a queer dollar for use in protesting policies of the Salvation Army.
Wow.
References the similarly queer as a $3 bill. Whew.
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not.
You
going
know
there.
what? Okay.
Tread lightly.
No, I
well,
am.
Speak your mind.
I am. No, I'm gonna tread lightly today until we decide to really make this a topic, because I've already said you have your protected groups, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think a lot of these gay activists are going a little overboard.
Mm-hmm.
It's
what?
Say it. Oh, okay. Take for instance sports.
Okay.
When I turn on ESPN, I want to know about football, baseball, basketball, hockey, golf, soccer. And I guess if you want to throw the WNBA in there, I guess you can.
Don't start.
I got a story about the WNBA too.
Don't start.
But no.
Finish
but
what you say.
I don't want to know. I really don't want to know who's the first gay NBA player, the first gay baseball player. I really don't want to know that.
Do they announce that stuff on ESPN? I haven't watched ESPN in a long time. So
when Sam, I can't remember his name. Michael Sam. Thank you, Dave. When Michael Sam came out, I mean, they made this big thing. They showed on national TV him and his boyfriend kissing. I don't care. I don't care what you're doing in your personal life. I just need you to make the game entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you're gay, straight. I don't care. Just like when Russell Wilson was dating what's the singer name?
Sierra. He's still dating her.
I don't know
they
why.
Engaged.
I don't know why. He's going behind a lot of people. But
you don't know that woman. You don't know her life. Continue to
But okay. But here go another story about two gay, and I guess one lesbian. She found out what it feels like to be a man. Brittany Johnson. Wasn't Brittany? The two WNBA players.
I don't know.
I guess she was just put on Brittany Griner.
Oh, okay.
And Glory Hole Johnson. And now Brittany
these are the moments where I'm just like, Deron, where are you? I need you.
But Brittany Griner and Glory Hole Johnson, first they got into a fight. It was domestic, right before when they were engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Both went to jail.
Okay.
So after all that, they get married. Now they had plans on having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Glory Hole Johnson ended up pregnant.
Okay.
Brittany Griner think that she didn't get pregnant through artificial insemination, that she messed around with her ex.
Okay.
Well, now Brittany Griner has to pay child support, $2,500 a month for the twins, 90% of their medical expenses. And I'm like, okay, I understand they were married, but at what point shouldn't they have done a blood test?
Mm-hmm.
Or not even a blood test. Tell me the clinic that you went to get artificially inseminated. And then we go from there. If you got pregnant by somebody else, And we go from there. But there was also a story of a lesbian couple that had a child. They couldn't. They did everything right. They went to a fertility clinic. They had a child. A couple years later, they were struggling, couldn't afford the child. They found out who the biological father was and put the biological father on child support. Tell me where that's right at. I've always thought that your identity and everything is supposed to be in secrecy. So
well,
but I mean, hey,
I don't know nothing about that, so I can't really comment. I don't know nothing about that, but I mean, hey.
But yeah, I saw that
it
it just came out 2 days ago that Brittany Johnson got to play Glory Hole Johnson.
I don't even know why you want to call her that right now, but okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So I did want to touch on something going back to the Harriett Tubman situation because it really irritates me. So there was another guy on Twitter that tweeted asking if there was a different picture of Harriett Tubman so she could look happier. She could smile.
I'm looking at a bunch of pictures of Harriett Tubman,
and
there's no smile on it.
Any of them.
I've seen. I mean, just when I look at pictures of people back in the day, and you like, damn, they look mean.
Right, because there was a time. I'm gonna research this, but there was a time and a point when they first took a photo, camera, blah blah blah, that there was no notion for people to smile.
But it's not just. It's just not black
started.
people. It's white people too. I don't think anybody smiled back then.
Yeah, nobody smiled. Nobody smiled back then.
I mean, if anybody have a picture of somebody in the early 1920s and
the first person who was the first person that smiled in a picture, I don't know.
I'm looking for a picture of old black and white picture with somebody smiling.
You look that up. So. There was a person that said they could make her smile a little, can't they? I mean, of course, it's Photoshop. You can.
But then you mess up the picture.
Right. Why would you use an image of a grumpy person? How the hell you know she grumpy? Just based on the fact that, she was trying to help, bring the slaves to the north, whatever, have the slaves free. So she's people, automatically grumpy?
Some people probably think when they hit the Underground Railroad that she helped invent Metro.
She's automatically grumpy. So you mad because, first of all, think about the people that's on the money now. The presidents, or as you said, the one that's not a president. Are any of them smiling? But because she's a woman, it's a damn issue. That really irritates me. Just because I'm not smiling, I'm constantly like, that I have an issue. Maybe I just have what they call as resting bitch face. Maybe I'm not mad. Maybe what am I smiling constantly for?
Andrew Jackson not smiling.
Right.
Whoever this is on the 10 not smiling. Lincoln definitely not smiling.
I think it's because she's a woman. Do you think if they said, let's put Martin Luther King's face on the 20?
Yes,
okay, good and fine.
It would be an issue.
Would it be a picture? Would they say anything about him smiling, regardless that he's a black man? Would you think that that would have been an issue? Give me a picture of Martin Luther King smiling on my $20 bill. What?
People made.
I think it's because she's a woman.
Apples out of. You know what? That probably is. That's probably is an issue. A lot of people just have issues with women. I've had people. I've had a woman supervisor that a lot of people thought was just awesome, and it was guys that didn't like this woman supervisor for the sole fact that she was a woman.
Yeah,
I've had it. I mean,
this person said I would be too discouraged to buy anything because she's not smiling.
So tell this person if he got a 20.
So that means you're going to be saving your money?
No, if he got a 20, just give it to me.
Right. Just give your money away.
I would take it.
Find somebody out on the street begging and give your money away. They probably don't give a damn whose face is on that money.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pay these last set of bills, and we got Pastor Quinn on hold. We're gonna get Pastor Quinn on this and see what she think about Harriett Tubman on the $20 bill. It's Truth and Logic.
Do you like originality? Do you like affordability? Then you'll love the Lost and Found Boutique. Original urban gear at an affordable price. The Lost and Found Boutique. Like them on Facebook. Or check them out online at The Lost and Found Boutique at BigCartel.com. That is www.thelostandfoundboutique.bigcartel.com. The Lost and Found Boutique. Dare to be different and discover what you've been missing.
Lost and found.
Are you in need of quality audio engineering at a price that you can afford? Well, look no further than 8 Shots Music, where we bring the studio to you. Whether you're a voiceover talent, singer, rapper, or whether you're recording audio for audiobooks, we bring everything you need straight to you. Check us out today at www.8shotsmusic.com or call us at 773-948-9296. 8 Shots Music, your music anywhere.
Give us the truth. That's what we need.
Truth and Logic.
Truth.
Back to Duran, David, and Michelle on TalkZone.com.
Logic, here we go. Well, we got Pastor Quinn. Let's go and get her on. Pastor Quinn, are you there?
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi.
I'm good. How are you both?
We're doing all right.
Great. We missing your son today, but he's in spirit.
Oh, I forgot he was doing in service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I need to be doing in service, out service, something service, because I'm stressing over finals.
Oh.
Don't stress. We praying.
No, I'm not gonna stress. Y'all pray. That's right. There you go.
So we want to know what's your take on Harriett Tubman being on the $20 bill?
Well, I was surprised and pleased at the same time, because I just knew it was going to be another man. But listening to the comments that the person wrote in about, my thing is, you know what? Do one or two things, like you said, give all your money away. Don't ever go to the ATM, because that's where they disperse $20
right.
bills.
There's nothing but 20s
Or
coming out.
tell them, go to the bank and change them all in for 5s or 10s, whatever. Or just, find somebody on the street that really appreciates it. Because bottom line is that as long as it's fenced, what difference does it make who's on there? And back in the day, you can't find a picture of a black, white, Hispanic, nobody smiling. I was looking at some pictures of my mom and dad, which was all black and white. And I think I have this one picture on Facebook. It was my father and 3 of my uncles. And I think one of them had a reasonable facsimile of what we would call a smile. But they just didn't take pictures. I don't know what it was. I used to wonder. I didn't consider that they were grumpy or angry. I just wondered, why did nobody smile? I even saw.
Oh, we lost
you.
We lost you, Pastor Quinn. If you can call back.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Pastor Quinn was saying about people smiling. I've seen pictures of my great grandmother, and I swear, the picture scared me when I was a kid. I'm like,
giving you the death
I'm
stare,
like,
boy, you better not do
nothing. The picture in itself scared me.
You better not do anything.
So okay, we got Pastor Quinn back. All right.
The devil don't want me to talk today. I don't know what happened. My phone is straight dry.
We glad to have you back.
But I was saying, one of my classes, I think it was one of my classes last semester. For some reason, we were pulling up old pictures, and this was in my theater class. That's what it was. But it was a picture of a wedding party, and nobody. And this was a Caucasian wedding party. Mm-hmm. In the picture, nobody, not even the children, were smiling.
Wow. That's kind of creepy.
And it really was. But that just goes to show that it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter who it was. But I was like, this is a happy occasion. Why wasn't anybody, not even the bride and groom?
Was it a shotgun wedding?
No. You know, it was really an extravagant, you know, for them, it was an extravagant affair. You know, back in the day, it's just like, we call it the era of the flappers. They wore those dresses that we call flapper dresses, you know, with the thing. But
yeah, y'all got to show me a picture of that because I'm lost on the flapper dress.
I know you're too young. You weren't. I'm dating myself, but I don't. I'm proud of my age, but. It's just a matter of that the person would make the comment of why is she not smiling? And like Michelle said earlier, you look at what this woman was doing and what was going on in that day, and it doesn't say that she wasn't happy or whatever, but I mean, you know, when she took that picture, you don't know what was going through her mind.
Right.
And maybe that was the happiest look she could bring.
Right. And
so
I think it affects a lot today too. I don't know if you heard the part about me saying, is it because she's a woman you want her to smile, because none of the men that are on the money are smiling
none of the
either.
Men, yes, none of the men on no money is smiling, none.
Right. And I don't know if a lot of people know about this. I came across this maybe a year ago. It's a like a organization or something called Stop Telling Women to Smile. It's a whole thing, and I definitely can relate to it. It started in actually my hometown, Brooklyn, New York, stand up, in the fall of 2012, where pretty much street harassment is real, and you get so many women nowadays just walking down the street regular, and you'll get, oh honey, why won't you smile? Oh, smile for me. Do I have to walk down the street looking like a clown
with a smile
24 hours a day? Pastor Quinn, how do you feel about that?
Well, I've had that happen to me on a lot of occasions. I'm just walking down the street, walking past somebody, and they say, smile. And I was like, why? You know, and then I'll be like, well, they like, you look mad. I was like, really?
But you know what, Pastor Quinn?
Maybe I was thinking about something. Maybe I had something on my mind. But like you said, there were days when people used to ask me, why are you always smiling? Every time I see you guys be smiling. What's there to smile about? Number one, I woke up this morning. I'm breathing.
Right.
You know, I smile because I can.
But you know what, Pastor Quinn? I get that question all the time too. Because I remember I was at my I was in Rockford. I'm in a club, family, and people walk up to me. Why you looking so mean? Why don't you smile? I'm not looking mean. I'm just looking. I'm here. I'm enjoying my cocktail.
You're in content.
Exactly. I don't know. But I've had that. I've had people. What was that? Just the other day, I was at Reese's Lounge, and the lady asked, "Why are you looking so mean?" I'm watching the game. I'm not looking beat up just because I'm not smiling and laughing. I'm watching the game.
You gotta be mean. You gotta be mad.
Right.
But, you know, and people put too much emphasis on stuff because I have flipped the script, and one of the very people that asked me that one time, I walked up to them and said, "Why don't you smile?" And then it's like, "What are you talking about? What?" I said, "Because you had this look on your face, like, you know, I was ready to slap somebody." "Oh, no, I just had a lot on my mind." I said, "Okay, so flip that script back to the other day when you walked up to me and asked me why I wasn't smiling."
Right.
Right.
When I see a look on somebody's face, if they're not smiling and they look like they're mad, I don't say smile. I say, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Thank you.
Do you need to talk about it? And if you don't, that's good and well. I'm not going to tell you to do something. You may be okay, and I just may be, you know, worried about you." But
people have that bad, right? Because I'm like you, Michelle. I will walk up to a person and ask them if I see them with this look on their face, are they okay?
Right.
like I used to do at school. If I saw a student walk up, I'd be like, is something wrong? Are you okay?
Right.
And they'd be like, they tell me yes or no.
Right.
If you need to talk, if it's yes, you need to talk about something. We need to go over here in private, and but don't just assume, because we know what assuming does. But you don't just assume that a person is something wrong with them, or they're mad, or they're grumpy or unhappy because they're not smiling, because that's not the case. So, my thing is always ask before you jump to conclusions, because it makes you pleasant surprise.
I also wanted to ask you, Pastor Quinn, do you feel like with them putting, I'm going to say them because I guess I don't know who it is in control of making the decision to put her on money, but do you think that putting Harriett Tubman on currency is going to change the minds of people?
Not really.
That's how I feel.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, it really isn't. What is it going to change?
No.
They'll, some people will celebrate because a lot of people, unless you do your research, they don't even know who Harriett Tubman is.
Exactly.
And that's just point blank, period, because that's just like in today's society. Unfortunately, when I was working in a school system, I was devastated and floored when I had a young person at the age of 14, 15 want to know who is Dr. Martin Luther King. I was like,
really? That is sad.
It is. So for some of us to go all the way back to Harriett Tubman, I mean, like I said, unless you do research, and because she doesn't necessarily always come up on Black History Month even, you got to school the people. You got to educate the people. And so I really, to answer your question again, I really don't think it's going to make a vast difference to people, because it's currency. And most of the people can't tell you who's on a $20 bill right now.
Ain't that what I said earlier?
Anybody know? Anybody? Yeah.
You know what they probably know now, just because of the whole
$1
debate?
to $5 to $10, they may know who's on that. But when you get from 20 and above, they can't tell you who's on there. I'll be perfectly honest with you. If my life depended on it, I have to really sit down and think about from the $50, the $100.
You gave more credit than me, Pastor Quinn, because I just said the 1 and 100, and the only reason 100 because everybody talk about the Benjamins.
Right. It's
the
all about
one
the
is
Benjamins.
George Washington, but as far as the 5, 10, 20, well, they know 20 now because of the debate.
They know 20 now because of this, and then they should know the 5 and the 10, but
they probably don't know the 5 and 10. Because I can't even remember who on the 10. I'm just gonna be honest, I can't remember. But honestly, I don't.
It's Hamilton.
No, yeah, I know Lincoln is on the 5.
Hamilton is on the 10.
But you know what, Pastor Quinn, I don't care. We could put the Bugs Bunny characters on there, as long as when I go to the store, they do what it's supposed to do.
As long as it spins, that's what I was saying. People just don't look at it and say, as long as it spins, that's all that counts.
But that's all that really matters, because whether they put Harriett Tubman on the 20 or not, it's still never going to affect the legacy and the mark that she made on this earth, that she made in the United States.
It really isn't.
So
she made a mark.
Exactly. Do we really need? Because like I said, at first, I really didn't care. You could put whoever on the bill. But after I started hearing the comments, now, because I'm one of those, I just like to irritate people just to irritate them. And since they get irritated off of Harriett Tubman being on because they're irritated about Harriett Tubman being on the 20, then we need to put black people on all the bills, because I just want them to be irritated. Maybe they'll move out the country. Maybe that's a way to get certain people to move out the country, if we just do stuff that they don't like. Let them. They can move. They can move to Mexico or something. I don't know, Canada.
Will that change black on black crime? See, the questions just keep on going.
That's the thing.
See?
Because that's not. It's like,
exactly.
I tried to go a day without talking about it.
They put Harriett Tubman on the dollar for the $20
right.
bill.
We got to stop. We got to stop killing each other now, because they got a black person on money.
She invented the Amtrak Railroad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if talking about it and protesting about it and it taking the it what is really gonna stop it? I mean, what is it gonna take to stop it? We don't even know. You know, that outside of some mega prayer and miracles, we don't really know, because all this talk, like I said, all the talking about it, nobody's seeing about it.
Right.
And it's still going on. I mean, just last week, we reached 1,000. I know y'all got to get out of there in a few minutes. So.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, all we can do is keep praying. Y'all pray for me in this, especially biology final.
Yes, ma'am.
Will do. You got it.
You done inspired me too, Pastor Quinn. I'm looking to go to school next semester, starting in the fall.
Well, hey, I'm striving to get back on the dean's list, so I got a ace this test.
Yes, ma'am. We're
All
gone.
right. I believe in you, Pastor Quinn. It's already done.
Praise the Lord. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We'll talk to you later.
Have a wonderful weekend and have a good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
You too.
All right, family. We're on a 6-day, 23-hour break. And as always, live life as if you're going to die tomorrow. But take the time to learn as if you're going to live forever. Develop an opinion. Think about it. And remember, everything that's black and white is not always black and white. Until next week. David. I'm David.
I'm Michelle.
Deron
is on in training. And it's truth and logic, y'all. Your truth versus my logic.
All right. Peace and love.